Every culture has a value system. If one is to become culturally intelligent, it is critical that these values are known so that the adjustment process is not fraught with peril. For the most part, these values are matters of difference, not right or wrong. As such, we are free to communicate openness, acceptance, and trust to people who may express these values differently than we do. The value we would consider today is that of uncertainty avoidance. This value deals with a society's tolerance for uncertainty and ambiguity. It indicates to what extent a culture programs its members to feel either uncomfortable or comfortable in unstructured situations. Unstructured situations are novel, unknown, surprising, and different from usual. Uncertainty avoiding cultures try to minimize the possibility of such situations by strict laws and rules, safety and security measures, and on the philosophical and religious level by a belief in absolutism. People from high uncertainty avoidance cultures have little tolerance for the unknown, focus on ways to reduce uncertainty and ambiguity, and create structures to help ensure some measure of predictability. For example, in countries like Britain, Jamaica, and Sweden, countries with low uncertainty avoidance, it is typical to attend meetings of groups where open-ended instructions are given, various ways of doing things are discussed, and loose deadlines are accepted. In contrasting cultures, such a process would create all kinds of dissonance and chaos from a person from a high uncertainty avoidance culture. An aversion to risk causes individuals to be cautious in everyday deliberations such as investing, exploring different faith traditions, love and marriage, and long and short-term commitments. The ramifications of one's position on either end of the continuum are manifold or magnified in cross-cultural interactions where attempts are being made to explore new initiatives that may be beneficial to the target population. This means that clear and coherent outcomes must be delineated, justified, and appropriately defended in the midst of established comfort zones of activities. Much of what is involved in cross-cultural ministry is the introduction of some new idea, program, initiative, or plan, and before anything can be actualized, friendly negotiation must take place. But as the poet Robert Burns said, even the best laid plans of mice and men sometimes go awry. This is highly magnified when a person has come from a culture that is so structured that uncertainty is anathema, and any suggestion of change evokes torrents of fear, dissonance, and discomfort. These individuals are not unmotivated. They are certainly not opposed to the introduction of new ideas. It simply means that when encountering such individuals or groups, it is important to understand and anticipate the questions being raised and to eliminate uncertainty and ambiguity by a well-reasoned rationale for the new adventure into the unknown. Even those of us who work within our own culture are familiar with resistance to change. It is a human trait, but it is exacerbated when such resistance is compounded by years of generational programming. Here are some suggestions. When working with individuals with low uncertainty avoidance, work to minimize ambiguity and related anxiety about the future. Be explicit regarding objectives and deadlines, and make modest proposals for change with a well-communicated strategy. When working with individuals with high uncertainty avoidance, avoid dogmatic statements and being highly rigid. Invite them into the adventure and in exploring the unknown. Remember that a person's resistance to exploration of the unknown very often is tied to their orientation towards the urgency of time. Be patient and do not present open-ended instructions and loose deadlines. Be specific. Thank you.